Hi, my name is Savni, and today I'm going to be talking about my project, March.com. My group members are Namika, Grace, and Nandita. So, the reason we decided to create this is because we noticed that in the industry, there's a lot of tools out there to help students to connect them with working professionals in the industry, but there's not something for research which connects students to professors who are doing research in areas that they're interested in. So this is why we decided to create March.com, which stands for Make Research Happen. First, I'll go through some of the basic functions that we included in our application. So this is what the homepage of our application looks like. The first thing you can do is you can search through different criteria to find professors that match your interests. First, we'll look at this professor page. On this professor page, you can either update professors' information or add a new professor, or you can also delete professors as well. For example, there's a lot of professors that we have in the database right now are professors in the CS and ECE department. Let's say you want to update the information for Professor Vikram Adve. So then, and our primary key for this is a net ID. So what we do is once the user enters in all this information, we make sure that the net ID is valid, and if it is, then we can update the professor's information. So for example, let's say I want to update Vikram Adve's name. So I would type in his net ID and what all the different fields I want to update are. And so if I update it, I can see that the query worked correctly and I updated the new name in the database to be this. So now if I, oh, sorry. So now if I go back, and now let's say I try to add him again back to the database, it should not allow me to add him back because he's already in the database itself. So because he already exists, I cannot add him back to the database. And now let's say I want to delete him entirely from the database. Since we're using the net ID as a primary key, I can enter in his net ID and then delete it this way. And so now he has been removed from the database. Now I'm going to go back and add him just in case so we can continue with the rest of the tutorial. Now we go back to the search form where we can search for different professors and see all the different areas that they're doing research in currently. For example, you can type in the professor's name, any research division that you're looking for, and the departments that you're looking for. So, for example, the departments right now are ECE and CS. And so, for example, let's say we look up Vikram Adve again, and we look up professors in the professors that are doing research in the nanotechnology industry. Will be matched with these different lists. So you can see the name of these different professors who are doing research in nanotechnology, which is the research division you requested. And then, for example, let's say you're interested in nanotechnology, but you were also interested in doing research in data. So if you submit this, this is our first advanced function where it takes in a comma-separated list and it goes through all the different professor interests that we have and finds professors with similar interests. So for example, it gives you all these different professor names and tells you that you share one interest with this professor. And you can see as because you typed in data and all these different professors, so this, for example, this professor does research in databases and that matches the search criteria. And then for our NoSQL database, we decided to use Neo4j. So the reason we decided to do this is because we wanted to help students find professors that they could do research with, but also connect them to other professors who are doing research in similar areas, or help them find professors that work together to do research. So, for example, let's say you want to work with Professor Vikram Adve, but you wanted to know who he works with and the professors he does research with. So, if you looked him up, At the very bottom, you can see professors who he's worked with. So we implemented this using Neo4j, and this query would search that database instead. So these are how we implemented all the different functions for our application. Thank you for watching.